Welcome to this week's episode of LdnOnt TV here on Rogers TV. I'm your host, Bronagh Morgan, and I am just so privileged to get to host this show because I get to talk to a lot of wonderful people. Sometimes I even get to talk to people that I know well, maybe I'm friends with, because I know a lot of people, and maybe some of my favorite colleagues. And today, I have Andrea and Lori, who are two of my colleagues that work in the City of London Recreation Department with me at some of the greatest hidden, I guess not hidden to everybody, but some of the greatest hidden gems in London, which are our seniors and community centers. So welcome to the show, Andrea and Lori.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
I don't know what to say now.
Well, I'm going to tell you that, like, I have more than one job.
Well,
I don't
it
just...
was such a fabulous introduction.
Well, it's such
I hope we live up to it.
Absolutely, but I have no doubt that you won't, because every day I walk into that center, even as somebody who works there, and I am greeted by somebody like Andrea, somebody like Lori, who is so welcoming, and we just love our jobs. We love interacting with the people that walk in those doors. I feel it every time I walk in, whether I'm at Hamilton Road, whether I'm at Kiwanis, whether I'm at one of the satellites, Medway or Byron or Lambeth, and I love working with members of our community, and I can tell that you both do as well, just because of the energy when I walk in. So Andrea, tell me about your role.
Well, I'm a program coordinator with the City of London and for seniors. And I've been at the job for quite a while now, since 1988.
Wow.
I know, it's kind of scary, isn't it?
So you must love it, though, if you stay with the job for that long. What is it?
The job's diversed itself over the years, and I took a few years off in between here and there to have a couple of children.
Right.
And yeah, so it's changed. My role's changed for different reasons. And my role at the center now is program coordinator, so I organize the programs that we have and the special events, and try and, get new and exciting things in, because I think the face at the center, since I've been working there, the face of the senior has really changed, not so much physically, but mentally, and they want more things to do. I think a lot of people are retiring earlier. I see a lot of people joining the center now, like they're 55 years old.
Well, that's when people think senior center. I think a lot of people don't realize that here in London, our seniors programs, or technically seniors programs, are 55 plus.
Yeah. So they, people, it's hard because it's like, I know a lot of people have driven by our center at Hamilton Road and they've never come in because they think, oh, senior center, oh, I'm not a senior, I can't go in there. But, when they come in and they see what programs we have to offer, it's a lot to offer, and it's lots of fun. And
it is a lot.
I run with the Wheel of Wellness. That's so the Wheel of Wellness, do you know what the Wheel of Wellness is?
I don't know what the Wheel of Wellness is. I'm
excited
excited to learn about the Wheel of Wellness.
Okay. It just encompasses everything, mind, body, and spirit. So that's how I program my programs. I like to include everything for the mind, the body, the spirit, and that's how you become a well person. And so that's a lot of fun to do.
So I want to hear from you, Lori. So your role at the community and senior centers.
Right now, I'm front desk reception. I've been there for 4 years, but when I started, I came in as a building attendant. So I did setups and cleaning, and I gradually changed into front desk, and I absolutely love it. And I have my own program now. I run hikes for the seniors. We go to so many places in and around London. It's fantastic. We get to be out in nature and exploring. One of our groups is a meditative hike, which it's new, so we're working out any little kinks, but everyone seems to really enjoy it. It's a chance to meditate, just to enjoy the beautiful scenery we have here in London. I haven't been as long as her, so I don't have as many experiences. But we're getting there.
Let me ask you something. So you started in kind of like a facilities job, so you're cleaning. You moved to doing front desk. So obviously front line.
Kitchen. Wait. I was brought in to help to prep cook, and then we needed somebody to do kitchen for a little bit, and I did that, and front desk, and the BA.
It's like I put the little bug in there that our Lori was being wasted pushing the broom around the building because she's so great with people, and everybody just gravitates to the front desk when Lori's there.
Absolutely. I know the feeling, yes, because I gravitate towards the front desk.
Yeah.
Not that there is anybody at the front desk that isn't lovely to deal with.
Yeah.
But Lori, then how did you move from there to this hiking program? Is that something that you just wanted to bring to the center?
Janice, our supervisor, was suggesting maybe coming up with one of my own programs. There was art. I'm not even sure. I hike a lot. I camp a lot.
Gotcha.
We spend most of our time outdoors. And I think I brought it up to her, and one of our members, Robin, actually, she's a hike leader, and she's doing it with me. And it just kind of, there was some talk, and the next thing you know, it went from last year once a month with Robin and I, we do it every Wednesday now.
Fantastic. And what kind of response are you getting from the people that are participating in the program?
They love it. I mean, I'm booked. I have waiting lists for people to come. So they're loving it. They like to be outdoors. They like the exercise, and it's fun. They like the meditating part of it for the 2 we do a month. Yeah, it's fantastic. I love it. I absolutely love it.
So thinking about the wheel of wellness, so that's putting together mind, body, spirit, like you were talking about, Andrew. Absolutely.
The whole wheel.
Absolutely. So, and this is just one program. But if you walk into, let's say, Hamilton Road, for example, there are multiple bulletin boards all over, right, when you walk in there, and they're literally filled with different programs that people can get involved with. I teach fitness, I teach art, and that's just scratching the surface. Talk to me about some of the other amazing things that really there is something for everybody at just even one community center.
Well, let's see. Oh boy,
where to start?
I know, right?
My biggest accomplishment, as far as I'm concerned, is 2 things. One is my Mixed Nuts drama group.
Nice.
Yes. So we're a group of seniors. We've had our ups and downs because, people come, people go. We've lost people, which has been hard. It's hard to get back up when that happens because you're so close to those people.
Of course.
But we go on, and actually that helps all of us to keep going because, we're a really close-knit group. And so we put on little skits, and we had to cancel our last one because half of us were sick. So I said, I can do one person, I can cover the one person and be a stand-in, but I can't do 5. I cannot be a fridge, a stove, a microwave, a door.
It's a lot of appliances. So basically, people who, walk in the door of the center and maybe they've never acted before.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
But maybe they're just drama curious.
Oh, you know what? We have people in the group. Honestly, it's great. I mean, we can't act. We're terrible, but we have, our motto is, we're all here because we're not all there.
Nice.
We have lots of fun. People can't memorize their lines. We write them on our sleeves. We write them on plates that are in front of us. It's fun. It's just for fun. We like to get dressed up. We like to provide laughs for people. And so you don't need any experience whatsoever. You just need to be able to have fun and let your hair down. And even those people that have joined that are very quiet and can't let their hair down, you get sucked into that.
Absolutely.
Because you've got a table full of 16 people that are all nuts. And, it becomes a real fun time.
The energy is really contagious, isn't it?
Yeah,
and
it's fun.
It's contagious when you walk in the door of Hamilton Road, Kiwanis, all of the wonderful senior centers and community centers here in London. I know you said that there's another accomplishment.
Yes.
But we do have to take a break, so we're going to hold that thought.
Okay.
Please stay with us. We're going to have more with Andrea and Lori after the break.
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors. Carbon monoxide is a deadly gas you can't see, smell, or taste.
Homes with fuel-burning appliances and/or attached garages must have working CO alarms installed outside all sleeping areas.
Don't let the silent killer get you. Install working CO alarms today.
Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Mario Elia, and I'm the host of a new show here on Rogers TV that we're calling Keeping London Healthy with Dr. Mario. So tune in Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. and we'll see you then.
When I grew up as a little boy, I wanted to be in sports broadcasting, and doing volunteering with Rogers TV allows the experience and the opportunity for me to chase my dreams, but also to achieve them at the local level, and that's why I chose to be with Rogers TV. I would say to those who are wanting to be an on-air talent is to focus on the little things, being able to work behind the scenes, but also be able to learn the craft, study hard, be prepared, and not be afraid of the camera, because sometimes when you get on the camera for the first time, being able to be a part of this London Nationals broadcast is certainly a great opportunity, and one that I certainly will never forget. For my advice, it's continue to be who you are, but also being able to work hard and chase your goals and what you want to be as a volunteer.
You're watching Rogers TV.
Welcome back to LdnOnt TV here on Rogers TV. I'm your host, Bronagh. I'm also fitness instructor, art instructor, basically anything they ask me to do at the Senior Center here in London, I'm game for, because it's such an awesome place to be. And I'm literally 2.5 years out now, because 55 plus is where the programming starts for seniors here in London. I know, Andrea, you were telling us that there are 2 things that you're really proud of that you've implemented at Hamilton Road. What's the other one?
The other one was 8 years ago. I saw that ukulele was becoming a very interesting thing down in the States and, on social media. And so I thought, I badgered my boss at the time. Please, let's buy 12 ukuleles and let's get this rocking. Well, now I have Ham Jam Monday mornings. We have 30 people showing up, not just with ukuleles. They bring drums, electric pianos, guitars, accordions. So
They sing.
They sing. Now they're acting. It's like, whoa, Nelly. So anyway, they're fabulous. I've got a guitar group that comes in on Thursday mornings. There's 17 of them, and they're fantastic. They play like, I can't believe how good they sound. We have now hired a guitar teacher.
Fantastic.
Because we've got crossovers from ukulele. They're like, oh, let's play the guitar too. So now Dave has, 13, 14 people in his guitar class. We have, in the afternoon, we have the ukulele lessons with Gloria Whitelaw, and she's been the godsend of the center. She's a fabulous instructor. And and so, we do kitchen parties, lots of fun, hang up the clotheslines.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Put all kinds of stuff on.
One of the most creatively decorated community centers is definitely Hamilton Road, as well as the crafting. Like, if you want to get your craft on in between craft shows in this town, the senior centers are the places to be, because the people are always crafting and coming up with things that it's just so unique. So the creativity of the staff that works in the community centers. And I think another message, and I'm kind of getting that from when you were describing ukulele and people moving towards guitar, is that it's never too late to join and to learn a new skill. Maybe something you've always wanted to do since you were a child, just never had the opportunity while you were working, or maybe you think you can't do it. You still can.
Oh yeah. Well,
Tap dancing.
Oh yeah, tap dancing. Five years ago, the tappers were, really struggling with members. They just, they just started to just disappear. And so we thought, oh no, we're going to lose the tap dancers. So all of a sudden, we just started putting a push on. Come on out, just try it out. Push them into it. All of a sudden, now we've got 5 tap classes
I've got to work on this for my cardio strength and my muscle building classes, right?
I know.
It's starting. I know.
I know.
It's
It
building.
takes a long time to get people just to get them going.
Because that tap, like when we're teaching art class and listening to that tapping, it's even entertaining for us as well.
Yeah. And now, before COVID, everything's before COVID, we started Scottish country dancing.
Oh,
And
wow.
honestly, you can't believe how much fun it is. And it's, it's not Highland fling. It's very genteel. It works your brain. You can't think about anything like, oh, I wonder what I'm going to have for dinner. Because if you do, you'll end up, I don't know, running into somebody down the way. You have to keep your mind active because it's really fun. And, the lady that runs it for us, she's a fabulous instructor. And, I had a hard time trying to find her after COVID. And I thought, oh, I hope we didn't lose her. And she rolled into the center one day in the winter. She was all bundled up, and she had a mask on. And we don't have masks anymore at the center. It's not required. If you want to wear one, we're fine with that. But Marie showed up, and it was like I almost ran down the hall and grabbed her and hugged her. I was so excited to see her. So yeah, we've got the Scottish Country Dance back in. We've got 24 people that have signed up for it.
Fantastic.
We're doing. We went over to Carling Heights last Wednesday night for a night of Scottish country dancing over there.
Beautiful.
And and I'll tell you about the Kaylee in the next little bit when we talk about
because
June.
we have Seniors Month.
That's right.
Coming up this June. I guess every
right.
June.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of special things going on that I know our viewers are going to want to hear about, and I know you're going to want to get involved with. So talk to me.
Yes, well, let me see. Well, I've got a series of 3 lunches, which is called Very Interesting People. There are different days, and it's, they will come and you can ask questions and try and find out what it is that makes them interesting, and then we'll find out what it is. I'm not telling.
We're not telling.
Interesting.
No, nobody's
No.
going to know. And it is interesting.
Yes.
And these are people that could live beside you or be eating lunch beside you. You can't believe what regular, normal people that you think that you know are doing.
So cool.
Yeah, it's very fun. We're doing a Scottish country dance night. That's the 15th. And it's a Kaylee. And it's designed for beginners. So if you can walk, you can do this. You don't need a partner. You don't need any special shoes. You don't have to wear a kilt. You can if you want. It's just really fun, and you get to meet a ton of people because you're constantly changing partners.
Interesting.
It's really fun. It's very similar to square dancing, only with Scottish music. What else are we doing, Lori? Oh, we're doing a summer fling dance. We've got a DJ coming, and
Is
that's
that
lovely.
DJ Steve?
yeah, DJ Steve is coming.
He's fantastic.
And he's
It's always so much fun.
yeah.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a lot of fun. Now,
Yeah.
for those people who have never visited a senior center and have their interest peaked now, you can just walk in and get involved. Some of the programs you register for through, I believe, the City of London website.
Right.
Some of the programs you register directly with the senior center.
It's
or-
a bit confusing just because, like, through the COVID thing, we had to watch to see who was coming in, and then we developed a system that we find works really well now. So we've chosen to say registering for the old Spectrum program. It's now Play Your Way.
Right,
So
yeah.
those are the paid classes that you teach.
Right.
Right. And then we have our own membership classes that are in-house classes. So they're free with membership.
Yeah.
How much is the membership, Lori?
If you want to just join Hamilton Road, it is $54.82 for the year.
Oh, that's reasonable.
It's really good. If you want to do both Kiwanis and Hamilton Road together, it's $66.82.
That's a bargain. That's a
It's
bargain for
under
two beautiful
$69.
centers.
I know. We're awful. The two of us are saying, oh, we should write the how
So
much the
many
membership
numbers
is.
in our heads all the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in our heads.
But most of it is fun. When you were talking about the instructor coming back in and running up to hug her and welcoming her back, that's what walking into these centers is like every single day. So even for a brand new person who maybe is sitting at home and wondering, you know, I'd love to make a new friend, but I feel shy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick up guitar and just learn how to do it. I'm not great at art. I feel shy. I don't know if I'm going to, you know, be able to make a friend. That's not.
Come see us. We'll help you out.
The first question I ask people when they come into the center always is, what are you interested in doing?
And if it's not happening, I bet you'll plan it.
And
We'll find it. We'll find it.
what are your hobbies? What were your hobbies? Our toughest ticket is our men,
Yes.
because men worked. Not that we don't work. We work at 100,000 jobs, but we're good at it. Oh, that's terrible. Men really focus a lot on working. So when they retire, it's really hard to figure out what to do. And so, you know, like the wives will bring their husbands down and they'll check the center out, and you know, and all they have to do is just come out to a couple of things, and we usually hook them.
Darts.
Darts
is a good
yeah,
one.
darts. We've got a lot of men that play darts at the center. We've got guys that are doing the Scottish country dance.
They're starting to join my hikes.
Yeah, the
That's
hikes.
really exciting.
My art class as well.
The art classes. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's lots in the music. You know, we still run bingo on Friday afternoon. We still have bingo. We still have cards. I think a lot of people during the COVID imprisonment, as I like to call it, played cards with small groups together. So they seem to have stayed in that. And so cards aren't in the forefront like they used to be.
Not like they were.
Not at Hamilton Road. I know Kiwanis has
But there's still
big ones.
that option.
Yes.
And it's still a welcoming place.
Yeah.
So gentlemen, so ladies, so any gender. If you are interested in checking out, especially during Seniors Month of June, but any time of year, Andrea will be there, Lori will be there, I'll be there. Stay tuned. We're going to be meeting one of the program participants from Hamilton Road right after this.
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Do you have questions about menopause and the menopause journey? We've got you covered. Join us for the Modern Woman's Menopause Show, and hopefully we can give you some answers. And of course, my friends, don't forget to sparkle.
Most people that are have received treatment for drug use problems are probably going to have a lapse.
Join addictions counselor Dean Anderson for Invisible, Breaking Through the Stigma of Addiction on Rogers TV.
This is Rogers TV.
Welcome back to LdnOnt TV here on Rogers TV. Been chatting about all of the fantastic things that are happening all year long at seniors and community centers here in London, particularly in coming up in June, which is Seniors Month. Mark,
Yes.
you're a member
I am.
at Hamilton Roads. We were talking
Yes.
about Hamilton Road. I love it. I work there. I can't get enough. I would work there every day if I could, and I'm working on it.
Great.
Talk to me about your experience as a member.
Well, I have to say, I mean, this is sort of sad going back. I was widowed twice, and before Christmas, I was in sort of a sad, lonely place, as I'm sure many people are. You know, they're sitting at home and, you know, just needing something. And a friend of mine said, oh, come on in, you know, come to the senior center with me. Well, what a wonderful experience. They're so loving and supportive, and I felt like I was in a new family and that they were there for me. And, you know, even the first day at Mixed Nuts, I got hugs. I thought, wow, you know, this is just great. And, you know, I tell people, where do you go where you can laugh for a whole hour or dance the afternoon away? You know, people's lives aren't like that, but it's wonderful. And, you know, Andrea is so creative, and she has such a wonderful heart, and she embraces us all, and Lori makes us feel so welcome.
Absolutely.
But we have more fun, and I am always dazzled when we get up and dance to see that people in their 80s or even their 90s come out and dance with their oxygen tanks or their walkers and have a wonderful time. And, you know, I go home and I think, wow, you know, there's so much to their life. It's so...
Regardless of your limitations, whether you have maybe a physical limitation, whether you have a cognitive limitation, whether you are shy, whether you've just never tried something before and maybe need to get over that hurdle of trying it out, like drama, like any of the other many programs.
Exactly.
It's a place to do it.
And as Andrea said, you know, I feel so much better. I go to an exercise class and, oh my gosh, we do line dancing and we have parachutes and ribbons, and you know, after that you feel so refreshed and you think, I've really done something for myself, and you just love it. And we do laugh too. I think we do a lot of laughing, really, but we have a wonderful time, and I just can't imagine life without it now, because I feel so good when I walk into the center. Everyone smiles and they're so happy, and even people you don't know all of a sudden are friends. You know, you sit at a table with all kinds of people you've never met before, and all of a sudden, you know, you're all interacting and talking. It's wonderful.
And you never know how much you have in common.
That's exactly right.
With the person sitting next to you. Always welcoming, almost always open.
That's right.
So if you were going to tell any of our viewers, should they check out some senior centers, some seniors programs?
Absolutely. You know, you could be sitting at home watching Jeopardy, but no, we're out there doing wonderful things, and you know, there's nothing better than the senior center. It adds such a dimension to your life. And
absolutely. Mine too.
Yes.
I love working there. I love interacting with all of the members, with my fellow staff, and you know, you too. So you too can be a member. You too can join. Come check us out. Hamilton Road, Kiwanis, any of the senior centers here in London. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now turn off the TV, get off that couch, and come check out a senior center. I'm your host, Bronagh. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to LdnOnt TV this week. We hope to see you again next week.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
As each day passes, we have one guarantee. The sun will rise in the morning and set in the evening. No matter where you are on this earth, there is a sunrise and a sunset.